Hello users and welcome back to another video. Today is a rant. I am in a ranty, like ragey mode right now, and yeah, we'll go with that. So I know I do that yeah, a lot. Anyways, yeah, so I'm kind of in a ragey mood today, and it's I don't know how to describe it. I want to say it's the community. You know what? We'll go with the community. The discussion might evolve a little bit from there, but in the meantime, I'm just relaxing with my favorite questionable yellow color liquid. That's also foamy. Yeah. So while I do this, and oh my god, I gotta stop doing that. Anyways, while I'm doing this, I'll start opening a random pack. Today we have something very, very different. Castle Chronicles Magical Girl. This box actually comes thanks to Dual Kingdoms, and I will make sure to leave a comment, not a comment, make sure to leave it in the description. Thanks to Dual Kingdom. FoWco products, everything, we get it from Dual Kingdoms, with the exception of what's it called, pre-list kits. However, if you guys are looking for extra, the Decisive Battle of Valhalla, I've talked to Dylan at Gamers Lair, aka Dual Kingdom is the website. They will definitely be getting more boxes. He doesn't know when, but 100% they will be getting more boxes. Secondary source, which is where I got one of my extra boxes from, is Three Kings Loot out of Montreal. We met the owner's name there is Craig. We met him out when we were in Montreal for I should better start opening this one, for the tournament, and I have to say, he is a fantastic player. However, I will also leave that in the description of the video. So, Craig also told me that he's getting another 6 boxes of Decisive Battle of Valhalla. So if any of you guys in the US are missing boxes and are looking for them, that is where to get them. Now, that also leads me into my next frustrating point, which is why I'm actually rather annoyed today. Ooh, look at that. So these cards are actually a Japanese set of these cards, so I'm not gonna be able to read any of them, so I thought I'd do this rant video since I was in a kind of a ragey, pissy mood, and just open some cool Castle Chronicles packs. Now, where was I? Right. One of the reasons why I'm like so triggered is part of the reason is the community, and another one is, oh, you see this, Dylan? Dylan, you see how easy these things are to open, and you're like sitting there with a knife, buddy? Like, ugh. Also, I probably failed miserably at this, but anyways, part of the reason is the FoWco community itself. Now, when Master Peach and I were in Montreal, we were exploring for the day. You might have seen some of the vlog videos. We were exploring for the day. And, ooh, that is sexy. We were exploring for the day, and we were just looking around for different card shops, and that's how we stumbled across Three Kings Loot. The shop was fantastic. The owner himself was incredibly fantastic. We talked to him, and he was like, "Yeah, we're looking for FoWco products. We're kind of out exploring throughout the day. Do you have any FoWco products?" And he just looks over and is like, "Yeah, you see that raft up there? You guys go look through. If you find something you're not like, if you don't find everything on the raft, I have some stuff hidden out in the back, and I can pull it out for you guys. It's not gonna be a problem." So yeah, like, ooh. Well, this thing doesn't exist anymore, by the way. But yeah, so he's like, you know what? I'll pull some products. So we look through the raft, and we're like, yeah, it's not that great, blah blah blah. And then in the meantime, the guy's so excited, Craig's so excited for us to even like be looking at FoWco again, because he stopped carrying it for a while, and he goes out on the back and starts pulling out just madness upon madness of different boxes and of FoWco gear, previous sets, of promos, of everything, brings it out, and he's just like, yeah, you guys, you know what, take a look through this. Do you guys like this? Just, yeah, go through it. He ended up giving us a couple of promos because he was so excited to be talking about somebody who was excited about FoWco. And because of that, because we really enjoyed Craig's like personality, as well as his invitive, like he was incredibly open towards us. We're like, you know what, I'm gonna actually post this up on Facebook on the Force of Will community page. I'm going to tell people, you know, come on to Force of Will, the Three Kings Loot out of Montreal if you guys are out for the tournament. If you're looking for Force of Will product, they have a lot of singles, blah, blah, blah. You know, I just made a little quick post. I was in the middle of talking to Craig and I'm like, I'm just going to make a quick post. I did it. Now, the reception from the community was just like, oh my God, have you guys seen that, yeah, you know, that uSpotGaming who posted his own shop on Force of Will Global page? Have you guys seen that? Yeah, First of all, we were not associated with this whatsoever, but people automatically assume to the worst. And that seems to be like, that seems to be the mantra for the Force of Will community page for quite some time. And in all honesty, it's kind of frustrating. But that also leads me to why I'm kind of raging today, is that we'll stick on topic with the fact that the Force of Will community has been kind of negative this past little bit. And it's kind of been a downer. Like, if you look at it, this previous set, the Decisive Battle of Valhalla, has been by far the most successful set they've gotten in quite some time. People are very excited about the set. The set's selling out like crazy. I'll go into a little bit of detail. I know Master PJ put in his video that, you know, there's some supply issues, but in all honesty, I break that down to capitalism and the fact that people are just bloody greedy. Aside from that, like, I'll break it down and I'll put it down to the Force of Will community. In Canada, when I first contacted Gamers Lair and I said, listen, I want to buy some packs. I'm looking to buy some packs. Oh, Dylan was right. You do kind of screw this up. But you know what? I didn't mess up the card. Like, look at that, guys. So when you open these, you have to be really, really careful because otherwise you will mess it up. But yeah. So I contacted Dylan and he's like, listen, I'm going to put in my order for my pre-order for Decisive Battle of Valhalla. And he's like, yeah, dude, you'll be the one of the first ones. Like, a month has gone by. Nobody's actually placed in any orders. It doesn't seem like the set's going to be that good. So forth, so forth, so forth. So in essence, he ordered like a usual supply, but he didn't order anything gigantic or extra or whatever. In the process, Force of Will does their regular thing, which is where they showcase their promos, they showcase sneak peeks of the new set, and people are starting to get excited. By this time around, when people are starting to get excited, there's barely any more product. Why? Because a lot of people did not put in their full pre-orders. Because of that, suppliers never actually bothered like to fully order like the amount of sets they would normally order. So it was, to be honest with you, it was kind of like super janky, and a lot of it breaks down to the fact that people did not put in their orders. Now, fast forward to present day, everywhere, people are like, oh my God, I can't, my pre-orders are like, my shop can't fulfill my pre-orders, blah, 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 blah. Well, if you would have put your pre-order in way ahead of time, like if you think about it, this Decisive Battle of Valhalla has been out for a week, and the next set pre-orders are already going in. That's how successful this set has been. You gotta think about that. Within a week, they're already putting in the pre-orders for the next set. And now in the past, some shops may have done that. I know out here in Canada, they have definitely never done that. So within a week of the fact that, actually it's less than a week. Today is Thursday so one day less. So today's Thursday and the game came out on, the new set came out on last Friday. Like, that's absolutely insane. So that kind of leads me back to the like negativity of the community. And in part, people are like, oh no, Force of Will lied to us. Force of Will, like, for the new set, they didn't really tell us what was going on. Ooh, that is sexy. Didn't tell us what's going on or anything. So we don't know, like, what, like, that's one of the reasons why we never actually ordered this new product. Blah, 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 blah. If you think about it, Force of Will has never implicitly said anything. What they've been doing is they're normal. So when the company split and like they started doing the iSpy productions, Jeff and all those guys that were part of the liaisons or whatever you want to call them, the marketing team over North America, they basically put comments on Facebook. The First of all company never said anything. Absolutely nothing. They went about and made sure it was business and normal. About a week or two later, they came out and they basically said, here are the next like 3 or 4 sets. Here are the dates. This is when everything's happening. Like, we are assuring our public, we're assuring our community base that we're continuing to print these sets. In the meantime, everybody was freaking out, the typical FoWco community. Everybody's freaking out, the negativity, the trolling, the everything upon, like, you can think about has been going on. And it's kind of, it was getting a little bit ridiculous. Now, when the fourth and final set, DBV, was announced, the thing that I'm really kind of triggered about, and at the same time, I'm thinking about it now I'm triggered. At the time, I was kind of like, thankful for his honesty. Jeff, which I had the utmost respect for, and to this day I still do, because he did a lot of great things for this community. One of the things which I think might have fueled a little bit of the flame and a little bit of everything else is the fact that Jeff put a comment and said, it's unfortunate that it was somewhere, I'm paraphrasing, this is not quote me exactly, but he's somewhere along the lines as, oh, this last set, it's not what it was supposed to be, it's kind of a shame, and so forth. And a lot of people picked up on that, picked up on the negativity, and really ran with it. Now, Jeff has never tried to be negative, he has never tried to do anything. He was simply stating a fact. From his point of view, he was simply stating a fact. And what ended up happening, as we all know now, FoWco decided to, and they did make it public a little bit later, this fact that they're reprinting, like, the best way I can describe it is they acknowledge the fact that they never reprinted for the first set enough starter decks, they didn't print enough cards, so they're going to work in some reprints into this current set, and because of that, there's going to be less cards, there's going to be a lot of reprints, and so forth. Now, with that in mind, what's been happening is that, like, when they did that, oh, sorry, oh man, I'm way off track here. Whew, let me take a beer swig and really starting to ramble on. So, where was I going with this train of thought is that, yeah, so people were being extremely negative. So people picked up on that and they're like, oh, this is going to be a terrible set, so forth, so forth, so forth. They never put in their pre-orders because they never put in their pre-orders. This is what we run into the current supply issue right now. Furthermore, the thing that I have to really give to FoWco is that they really like stayed silent about it. People are like, oh, FoWco doesn't communicate, they don't communicate, they've been lying. FoWco stayed quiet about most of the situations that was going on. This was basically a dispute between professionals. So they didn't come on to Facebook and really announce what was going on. They didn't do any of that. All they did is simply go on as if it's regular day at the office. As soon as it was getting closer to the new set, they went online and they started posting the sneak peeks. And they basically did their job and get people excited about this set. Now, the summary of this video and kind of a little bit of a rant is the fact that the situation for the current set, in my mind, all comes down to the fact that people never pre-ordered their product for this set on time. People waited way too long, and because they waited way too long to pre-order, the suppliers were like, well, our pre-orders aren't coming in. Why should we order product from the company? The distributors. I keep mixing these up. The distributor was like, well, why should I order more product? Whereas in Canada, a few smart people such as Dylan, such as Craig, who kind of anticipated a little bit of this product. And the only reason I say anticipated is because they were doing their due diligence. They wanted to keep the community going and their local shops and their local scene. They wanted to make this game continue supporting the game, and because of that, they ordered a lot of product. And you can see that currently. The reason why I say you can see that currently is because everywhere in North America, the product has been sold out. However, Dylan has been managing to gain more product. So again, I'll leave a description to both Gamers Lair, aka Dual Kingdoms is their website, and as well as Three Kings Loot. I'll be leaving a link in the description. But that's kind of my rage a bit for the day, and I hope you guys kind of like like the this unboxing. I know it's a little bit different, but honestly, I can't read any of these. I can't pronounce them. I wish I could, but I just wanted to look through these cards. And from my understanding is that this caster's version, the anime, I mean the Japanese version is more anime-ish, and I can definitely see that here. Like, these cards are freaking unbelievable. I'm totally weebing up on you guys like here, but whew, I just thought I'd do one final close-up of these cards. If anybody actually is interested in some of these cards, please feel free to send me a message. I'm be sure to possibly send them your way via giveaway or something, but all I'm gonna ask is probably just a like. But I'm really liking these cards. I gotta say, since I'm usually a warrior type person, this is probably, out of the ones I've pulled so far, this is probably one of my favorite. But I also really like this one, and I think it might have to do something with the fact that it kind of looks like a nun. But yeah. Yeah, sorry for all the rage a little bit. It's just, unfortunately, the community just seems to be really trolly lately, and the only person who I will give 100% credit to, because I even jumped on the trolley bandwagon, the person I will give 100% credit to for turning me around on this set and making sure that I actually pre-ordered quite a bit of product was Master FoWco. When we were out in Montreal, Master FoWco was super excited about the set. He was extremely optimistic and was like, you know what? Based on how well this cluster has been doing, I guarantee you this set, even with the reprints, is going to be surprise people, and people are going to go nuts over it. And I feel like this set is going to be the set that starts to turn FoWco around, and I feel like the next cluster is going to be the one to get people back into the game. And because of that, I have to thank Master FoWco like 100%. He was the one that like kind of predicted this whole debacle, and yeah, I'm rambling again. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like. If you have input on this comment, I know it's kind of ragey and kind of all over the place, but if you have input on this, we'll call it discussion/ragey rant, please leave a comment below. Aside from that, I will see you guys in our next video.